All right. Hello, YouTube. How you guys doing out there? This is just our second interview in our business segment, where we show off our local businessmen and businesswomen. And today we have Mr. Kelsey Simmons. So I'm gonna let him take over and introduce himself and let you know what he does.
What's up, everybody? My name is Kelsey Simmons. I'm a local real estate brokerage owner here in Fort Myers, Florida.
All right, all right. And what's the name of your brokerage?
Name of the brokerage is Arise Real Estate. Got to plug that in there. My bad.
Yeah. Gotta plug that in. Gotta plug that in. Yeah. So obviously, we want to get your name out there, get your brokerage out there. So for the people, can you tell them where, when, where'd you get, how'd you get started?
Hey, well, so I'm from the islands originally, St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, and my mom always owned duplexes and rentals and stuff like that.
Mm,
So from a very young age, I was always in the real estate game, and I grew up in that. So I helped with cutting the grass and doing maintenance and painting on the inside. So
wow, wow.
that was always in my blood. And when I came to the States, went to school, did some college stuff, and I just always had the passion for real estate and helping people. So I jumped back in that.
Okay. All right. So they have duplexes and things like that in St. Croix.
But yeah, man, they got regular houses in St. Croix.
Okay, I ain't know
Yeah,
that.
my mom and her husband at the time own a couple of duplexes back home. So yeah,
Okay,
so they have single family homes, they have duplexes, they have
oh,
condos. It's
okay,
the same thing like up here. We just on an island.
okay, got you. Yeah, I didn't know. So, were you an agent first before, obviously, before you owned the broker? Okay,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Obviously, you gotta go through the ranks. You gotta be an agent first before you get your broker's license. So
okay,
yeah, I was an agent for I think 6.5 years or so before I got into the idea, the dream of having my own brokerage.
okay. All right. So, like, what said? Well, this is it. I am finally going to go ahead and open up my own brokerage. I mean,
Well,
without
to
getting
be
into any
honest,
details.
well, to be honest, it's really monetary driven, right?
Okay,
It's a business, and I always have a heart for helping people anyway. And I really wanted to keep more of my money in my pocket. And
okay,
then the second side of the coin is obviously to help as much young real estate agents as possible as well too. Coming up in the real estate game, didn't know much, didn't know too much people, didn't have a big real estate community like what I have right now.
okay.
So knowing what I know now, I wanted to just share that information with younger real estate agents and just help them grow their business like what happened with me. So
Okay. All right. So can you describe like maybe what your brokerage does? People don't know what a brokerage is. Can you explain a little bit what does your brokerage do and how that may differ from other brokers, if it does at all?
yeah, so I think I lost you just a little bit, but I think the question is, what does a real estate brokerage do? So a real estate brokerage just helps families connect with homes, and we help on the back end of processing the transaction, having some legal documents and things in place to make sure that when you acquire the property, is actually your property as well. And we partner with some great people. We partner with mortgage lenders and of course title companies to do some back end and heavy lifting for us in that space. So basically, just marrying people with real estate properties, basically. Whether it be
Okay.
land, lot, or residential, single family home, duplexes, condos, whatever you may. That's what real estate brokers do, kind of connect families with that real estate property.
Do you do commercial as well? I don't know if we caught that.
Oh yeah, commercial as well. Yeah, for sure,
Okay.
100%. We do commercial as well. Commercial is really, really intensive. It's a different animal out there, but
Mm.
we definitely embark on commercial real estate as well.
Okay. All right. So is your like would you say your brokerage is a little different? I know you maybe, you're just starting out a little smaller, but besides that, you know, what's different about your brokerage to say between let's say Keller Williams or Dalton Wade or something like that?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's a great question. So first, I thrive on being a boutique real estate brokerage. And what that means is I don't want to be a Keller Williams, or I don't want to be a Dalton Wade. I want to be in a Rise Real Estate. And I
Okay.
want to have a small group of real estate agents because I want to be able to have that personal touch. And what that means is I want to be able to be available for my agents at all times,
Mm.
because running a brokerage and running a real estate transaction is hard work, and it takes a lot to go into that, and it takes a lot of knowledge base to go into processing a real estate transaction. So I always want to be readily available for my agents. So I want to stay a small boutique, 5, 10 agents or so.
Okay.
That way my agents can reach me at any time and I don't feel stressed as well. In
Got it.
addition to that, I'm not trying to be a millionaire. What's for me is for me. And I
Yeah,
want
yeah,
my
yeah.
agents to be able to be successful as well. And I don't have a huge split. I don't charge a monthly fee, none of that stuff. I just lend my expertise and we transact together. I lend my expertise on how to grow your business, how to grow your business organically from grassroots approach, from
Mm.
doing things in social media, from going out to events, just a different approach from everyone else. And I think that sets me apart, because a lot of brokerages are just out there for real estate agents to just hang their license. And then whenever they get a transaction, they collect. Me, on the other hand, I want to be able to actually help you grow your business and help give you knowledge on what real estate is all about. And there's many different facets to how we do that to be able to educate you. But I'm the main source. I'm not saying I know everything,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I do know enough to be able to get you through that space and help you have a successful transaction and get you paid at the end of the day.
All right. Okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
So as you are, as you would say, hands-on with your agents,
Yeah.
uh, I guess that that means less. I don't want to say less mistakes, but less mishaps. You would hope anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because when you're dealing with anything that with mass, like you have a mass production of anything, it's
Mm.
always gonna have space for error. It's always gonna have hiccups. But the more that you are putting out, so to speak, the more possibilities or chances there are for error. So with me trying to be a little bit more hands-on, I try to cure all those errors, if you may. And again, I'm not perfect. We're not perfect. We're human beings. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody overlook things at time.
Yeah.
Um, but we try to limit that as much as possible.
Got it. Got it. Okay. That sounds about right. Sounds about right. All right. So for those that are looking to open up their own brokerage, can
Yeah,
you just give a quick walkthrough of the steps, what they need to do, how do they get started?
yeah. So one of the first things you need to do is at least have your license hung with another brokerage for 2 years as a real estate agent, and
Okay.
actively be working real estate agent for at least 2 years. And after you do that and you feel the desire, you feel the tug in your heart to open up your own brokerage, then I call it going and challenging the board, the state, right? You go take your test, you go take your 72 hours.
Okay.
After you do that, you got to go take your state test. Once you pass that, then you'll get your brokerage license.
Wow.
At that point, you're still a broker associate under another brokerage until you go
Oh,
to the DBPR and open up your own brokerage or open up your own business, whether you want to do an LLC or S Corp, you open up one of those. Once you have that in place and you pay your fees, then you go ahead and transfer your license from your current brokerage over to your own business with a BDB.
okay. All right. So it
Simple
seems
steps,
pretty,
man.
yeah, as I say, it seems pretty simple, but how long did that take you to, I mean, besides when you said, hey, I'm already, did my test for 72 hours, how long from there did it take you to get the doors open at Arise?
Well, it's at everybody's own pace, right?
Okay.
Because once you take the test, you passed it, and then you pay your dues in the right places, so to speak, and
Okay.
then you connect with a local board, a local real estate board or MLS board, if you may. Once you get and pay all your fees, then it's just basically up to you on where you want to open up your brokerage. So for me, it took a couple of weeks. I
Okay.
scouted some areas where I wanted to have my office, and my office is centrally located. We're right off of Colonial Boulevard, right next to the Honda dealership. So
Okay.
we're centrally located next to everything. So that's what spot I wanted to be. So once you find your spot and you got your four walls, course, you sign your lease and you jump in. For me, it only took a couple of weeks to get things moving in the right direction. So
Okay. All right. Good. Good. All right.
yeah.
And so I know you're short on time. You're very, very busy. For my last question, one of my probably last questions, what do you look for when you are looking to bring an agent on board?
So I kind of mimic myself. I want to look for somebody that's like me, that's self-driven, that's motivated not only by money, but just wanting to be able to actually really help families connect and find homes. So
Okay.
that's one of the main things I look for, somebody that's passionate about helping people, not
Mm,
necessarily monetary fuel driven. That's part of it too. You're gonna get paid 100%,
exactly.
but really wanted to help families find homes and get connected in that space because the families are trusting us with one of the most important things in their lives, their biggest purchase in their lives, right? And that's finding a home. That's a big financial decision. And they trust in us to do that. So we have to have passion and have to have care around that space. And if you're driven by money or monetary gains, you're always going to make mistakes in that space
Mm,
because your mind is always on how much money I can make, how much money I could get out of this specific client. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that's wanting to help families connect. I mean, for us, our mission here at Arise Real Estate, one of the things I thrive on is just wanting to deliver a world-class experience with every client. And
mm,
that's through the transfer of real estate
mm,
knowledge. By doing that, that results in an informed buying decision that lasts, that has a lasting relationship, right? And that's what you want, residual relationships. That's my
mm.
mission. That's something that I strive on every single day. When I wake up to do real estate, I read that mission statement out to myself and make sure that that's what I stay
Okay. All right.
with.
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
good. Sounds good. Okay. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Well, definitely, like I said, we wanted to highlight, you as a newer broker on the scene.
Yeah.
We've worked together, and I know you were about to blow up, So, you know, we've talked about me jumping ship, so so we'll see,
Whenever you're
we'll
ready,
see where
man.
it goes.
Listen, there ain't no pressure, my brother. Ain't no pressure. Whether you with me, you with somebody else, you're still my brother. Whether you come on this side or not, I still got you. I still love you. It's all love, my friend.
Well, I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. So everyone, if you're looking for a broker with great agents that's gonna walk you through the whole process and get you all set up, look for Arise. I have all this contact information, down my profile, links, things like that, so you get in touch with them. And hopefully, when you need a house, this is the guy you got to call.
I appreciate you, Derek. Everybody go ahead on Instagram and check me out on the Arise Real Estate Team. Instagram at the Arise Real Estate Team. Check me out on Facebook as well, Arise Real Estate Team. Appreciate you taking the time with me, Derek. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, no problem, no problem. We'll talk soon.
All right, later.
All right.